Hi, this is Brad. I'm here with Daniel Bigman from Bigman Geophysical. We're looking at the new DS4000, and Dan's going to give us some of his thoughts on how it operates and what makes it different to the other GPRs on the market.
Yeah, both of us, right? I think we're very excited to come here and see this in the launch of the DS4000. Our team has been using DS2000s for almost 10 years. It's still a great tool for when it was built, for sure. Rugged, dual frequency, and able to basically give a very broad range of applications, especially when you're considering all the different types of utilities that it can identify.
Yep.
But coming here for this option, this has several additional benefits compared even to the DS2000, but certainly compared to the wider marketplace of options for the field technician who's just out there pushing it in the on the sides of the roads or in the middle of the roads, trying to find things to improve safety and damage prevention and all that. A couple major features. Number one, it's significantly lighter than the DS2000. It's not even close. This thing is very easy to pick up. So that's a big benefit. But one thing that they did not change is how rugged it is. So it's a lot lighter, but it's still really rugged in its kind of ability to take terrain. I mean, it's still plenty rugged. So it's very solid of a system. The wheels are actually really functional for both like basic pavement sites, but also for more rugged sites, with maybe gravel or different slopes and things like that, which we encounter all the time on construction, right?
One thing I've noticed is the marking it's a bit of a revolution.
Yeah.
Just have a look at that, if you can. So we're now marking in the center. We're actually marking in the middle of the antenna. So that's a big change. It's a very big change.
Yeah.
It also means that basically we're not estimating or guesstimating where we think our target is. So it's actually quite a
no
quite
more
a big
in between
deal.
the two sides.
Yeah. So we've got now a center line that we can work with, rather than having two marks that we had to align, if you like.
Yeah.
So
This
that's
it's also compartmentalized. I mean, the ability to be able to this handlebar folds right up. It's really compact. It's really nice. But again, this is really sturdy.
Yep.
The two other main benefits that you get from this is, first of all, the quality of the antenna, I think, is second to none. We've been using the Chaser now for over a year, and this is based off the Chaser antenna system. We have gotten depths and clarity that I have not. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. We've gotten depths and clarity that I've not seen in another system ever. Right? So folks in our company fight over the bigger guys win, by the way. So you get but they fight over who gets to use the Chaser system and who gets to use something else. And so this, as a derivative of that, the antenna is just such a high quality, and that's both additional depth. I mean, we certainly see 20, 30, 40% more, even in Georgia clay. So where I'm from in the southeast, very heavy clay content. It's not perfect, right? We still obviously aren't getting 18 feet or 25 feet with a 200, but we're getting significantly deeper than we have with any other system. And then the clarity of it is just exceptional. And then the final benefit here, I think, is the new tablet. And actually, if you see, it's got almost 12 hours of battery life. And so the batteries are big. It's a little heavier, but the batteries are significantly larger. They're hot swappable, and we're able to get about 12 hours or something like that. With the older tablets, which I think were better than anything else, we're still getting you about 4 hours or so before you have to swap them out. This goes up to 12 hours. So this is another major benefit here, with kind of improved surface and all that. So a lot of features I think are going to make this thing just a really useful tool for the field technician. I mean, they definitely had them in mind, right, for this. When they came out with the Chaser, it was a bit more geared towards a specialist, the expert. We picked one up right off the bat. I think we had the first one in the U.S. and then. But we kept saying to them, look, it's also a little bit much for like the everyday locator out there who's pushing and in the heat and has to make their paint marks on the ground. Like you have to think about them. And I think IDS and Leica really hit it on the mark with this system in total. So that's kind of my thoughts on the system. I'm very excited about it, obviously.
Yep, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay.